Today we're back with those famous promises from STARMER. Before we get to the clip, don't forget to like and subscribe so more people can see it.
What about child poverty? What would you like to see as progress on that?
Well, I mean, poverty and tackling poverty and breaking down barriers has to be central to everything that we do. People will not feel better off or safe and secure if we haven't tackled poverty. But I'm very clear in my own mind that we must tackle poverty by putting in the support that is needed, but also break down the barriers to opportunity, because otherwise we won't fix the very deep and complex causes of poverty, and that's why it's central to what we are doing. And it's not a one department issue, it's across all departments because it is so complicated and deep rooted. But it's got to be more than just support to deal with poverty as it is today, but also to put in place the measures to ensure that people can get out of poverty and stay out of poverty. And that's why
the guy comes out and says, we'll reduce child poverty. We have a four-pronged strategy: increase income, reduce expenses, local support, financial resilience. Nice, sounds good. But the Blair government said that in the 90s too. Remember, the same phrases, the same jargon: cross-departmental working, task force, oversight. So nothing new, just a big copy-paste job. I ask you, can child poverty be solved with technical reports like this? When a child is hungry, when his mother looks at the cheese section in the supermarket and can't afford it, doesn't this task force stuff seem like a fairy tale to these people? I think it does. What do you say? Can this four-pronged plan stand on its own 2 feet, or will the chair tip over again?
Broadly speaking, the strategy we've adopted has 4 limbs to it. The first is to increase income, the money coming into people's pockets, if you like, into their household, to decrease costs to them, to strengthen the local support they have, particularly back into work, but in other ways, and to boost financial resilience. And I'm very proud of the fact that the last Labour government drove down poverty, and I'm determined this government's going to as well.
And there's this. It says, this is not just about solving today's problems, but ending poverty in the future. Okay, that's great. But how about we start with today? People can't pay their energy bills, rents have skyrocketed, children are going to school hungry. What does it mean to plan for future generations while disregarding the current one? Let's take an example from history. Remember the Brown era. There were the same promises. Yes, some statistics improved, but they couldn't sustain it in the long run because they didn't address the root cause. What is the root cause? The state's pressure on citizens, the suffocating taxes, and the ever-growing bureaucracy. Do you think today's government has the capacity to break this vicious cycle, or will we just see new reports and committees?
Okay, you talked then about working across departments. You've obviously got the missions that you're working towards. What are you personally doing from the centre in number 10 to make sure that those departments work together? Because sometimes in Whitehall you can pull one lever somewhere and it doesn't have the desired effect. It can actually have a perverse outcome. So how are you going to make sure you're stitching those issues together?
Well, the first thing is to make it absolutely clear this matters to me, and matters to number 10 is one of the central things that I want to drive, and that our priorities are the 3 that I set out earlier on. 2, to put in place the cross-departmental working, which is often the most difficult bit, and then to set up the relevant task force. For child poverty, obviously, we've set up a designated task force to look specifically at child poverty, to devise our strategy, and that reports in, so I have oversight of that, so that everybody can see it's a number 10 Prime Minister priority in what we're doing.
And it would be your aim to see child poverty reduced by the end of the Parliament?
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
Yes, as I say, the last Labour government got child poverty down, and I want to get child poverty down.
And the funniest thing is this. STARMER comes out and says, this issue is very important to me. It's a priority for number 10. Ha, what priority? The guy who struggled to get a simple decision passed within his own party last week is now going to unite the whole of Whitehall. Sorry, but this reminds me of someone who says, I promise this time I'll definitely go on a diet, and then orders pizza that evening. It's been the same story for years. Child poverty is a serious issue, not a laughing matter, but it has become a tool for politicians to win votes. That's what really angers me. What do you think? Do you think any of these promises will come true, or will we just read more success stories on paper? Let's discuss it in the comments. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel because we'll be talking more about the real issues here.